Hey everyone, I'm here to share with you a little bit about the Style Challenge and just some insight on why I think it could be very valuable to your business, okay? So what I want to start in saying is that just want to this challenge is a great way to heighten the awareness of, I think, that problems that our consumer faces. So her everyday crazy busy life, but just her everyday struggles, right? And who's kidding who? How about the struggle of a jeweler or a leader? So I'm this style challenge, what's so great about it is I believe that if the jeweler or the leader actually learns this and understands this first, it's a great thing where she can say, okay, I get this. I understand this. I can now go out and teach it to the consumer. I can go out and share this valuable information to the consumer. So I think it's one of those things where it's multidimensional. It's not only helping our consumer, but it's really helping us jewelers and us leaders be able to communicate our value and understand, more importantly, to understand our value. So what does that mean? A few things. I think we just have to look at it from a perspective of, is that women, over the years and 15 years of experience, I've been able to go and do shows and show jewelry. Awesome, it's great, it's beautiful, and it still can work out great that way, okay? But I think that what I've learned in listening and identifying the average consumer that we face out there is that they'll say things like, I don't wear jewelry, or I'm a t-shirts and jeans kind of girl, which is a lot of us, right? I'll hear people say, I could never wear a big statement necklace like that, or I could never wear these big earrings like that you have. So you might hear those different things. You might hear them say, well, you know what, you're gonna have to come and dress me, because I'm gonna get all this free jewelry and I'm not gonna know what to do. I don't know how to put it all together like you just showed on that mannequin. You're gonna have to come home and dress me. I mean, if I heard that 100 times, I can tell you I have. And I'm sure you have heard it too. People might, so it's just that real breakdown of, how do they accessorize, right? And how do they, most importantly, pull a look together, all right? And so I think that jewelers on a whole struggle with this themselves. And so over the years, I've learned a lot. I've actually learned a lot just through making tons and tons of mistakes and listening and buying the wrong things and then realizing, wait a second, well, there's a method to this madness. There's actually a simple formula, a simple recipe that the average woman, no matter who she is, can follow, and it can make sense for her lifestyle, right? Because all of our lifestyles look different. All of our styles look different. Whether women believe it or not, every woman has a style. Our job ultimately is to help them develop it. And I think what's really important here is that we've got to help women. This is an awesome way we can serve women, and we're still very valuable. See, they need us when we provide a service. So as we're kind of moving in this direction, it's like, I need Jane because she is showing me, she's serving me, she's helping me, she's building simple recipes, showing me a formula that can help me to my day-to-day crazy busy life, right? When you read articles and you hear that women are taking an average of 15 minutes to get ready every morning, that they have a pile of clothes in their bathroom from things they've tried on that aren't working and that doesn't look right, so they take it off and they throw it on the ground, okay? So you can hear all the dilemmas and all the struggles they have when they go to an event or when they go to travel or when they just get ready for day-to-day going out to work. Their struggles are real, okay? And so what we have come up with is really just a really proactive approach. Style show, it's still the style show. The only thing we're doing is, with the style challenge, is we are actually making it there is this basically doing an extension off the style show, basically making it a little bit more personalized and a little bit more visual for people to for jewelers and customers and everybody to completely understand and believe. Okay, so for example, in the style challenge, right, is being able to identify what are the working parts in your closet. What do you mean by this, Jane? Working parts. Working parts means knowing what creates an outfit. What are the key things in your closet that create a look? Right? It's the girls who keep trying things on, and they have that pile off to the side, you know, or try 3 or 4 outfits on before they find one they like. It's because they haven't learned those working parts most often. Okay? So it's identifying that is really helping women with the way they shop. So they're not impulse buying. So they're looking at when they're you know, when they know what a formula is and the working parts are, they're very clear on, hey, you know what? I don't need any more prints in my closet. I need some basics, right? Or, you know, I need some fashion pieces. I need some layering pieces. So I don't need, you know, any more basics. So you're really clear on what you're missing, okay, when you do the style challenge. So this basic formula is really essential for us jewelers to understand and live as well. Why? Because it helps us understand, you know what? There's a lot of truth and, you know, excitement behind this. So, you know, simply, and I'm not going to go through it all, and some of you have heard it over and over, but, you know, these are just simple guidelines that I send. So when I'm working with Wendy, who's my style partner next week, you know, I'm going to text her and say, okay, Wendy, it's going to take about 5 minutes of your time, but you're going to run in your closet and you're going to look at the text that I sent you, and you're just going to follow this simple little recipe that's going to change your life. Are you ready to do this? She'll say yes. And then I'll go through and say, okay, step 1, you're going to go and you're going to go look for the neutrals in your closet. And here's a little colored graph of those neutrals. You're going to pick 5 or 6 tops, because tops are key, because that's really what the most you want to have in your closet is tops. So you're going to be able to take and identify 5 or 6, pull your favorite, and throw them on your bed. And then you're going to move to number 2. You want you want to add some extra. So a jean jacket, a scarf, a cardigan. Think of spring. Think of some things that you want to do to, you know, add some extras. Maybe about just 3 of these. Okay, so go ahead and pull it. So, like for example, last week it was Victoria had a jean jacket and an army green jacket and a white cardigan. Perfect. Boom, done. Okay, next I want you to go ahead and pull a little bit of texture out of your closet. That texture could be floral, which is big for spring, stripes, which is huge for spring also, and maybe even jean. Jean is also big, big, big. So I've got stripes on today. This is my texture. You want to know 2 or 3 of these pieces would be awesome. Pull them if you have them in your closet. You know, now what's important, guys, is if I have lots of this in my closet and not a lot of neutrals, this is hard to mix and match. This is hard because I want to have a base. I want to have a foundation. My foundation is my basics. So I can build off my basics. That's just a smart way of dressing, is to have more basics and a little bit of this texture. So I want a little bit of texture, more basics. So only about 2 or 3 of these at tops, okay? So that's what I'll texture. And then your 2 favorite pairs of pants. People say to me, Jane, why are we talking about clothes? We sell jewelry. Okay, I want food for thought here, okay? Women want the guesswork taken out. They want simple recipes. They don't want to be overwhelmed. In their brain right now, they don't think they can pull off style. They don't think they can, they want to pull their look together. They don't know how, okay? They tell you, I wish you could come home with me, right? We want to empower them to give them a recipe for life, okay? We want to be proactive with this. We cannot furnish a house we have not seen. So how can I help a woman decorate her house? How can I help a woman accessorize, give her jewelry to her closet, if I don't know her working parts. Number one, I want to be proactive, not reactive. So in the past, it's worked well. We've been reactive and it's been okay. Now we're getting to the point where people go, nope, I want the guesswork taken out. I don't have time to think about this. But if you can be an answer to my prayers, if you can help me solve these problems, it's all about solving problems, guys, then I need you. Okay? And that's exactly what you're doing. You are personalizing it. You are providing a service they can't get anywhere. They need you. And with shopping changing, guess what? They need you even more because they're not getting that service out and about on a whole. Okay, so you become very valuable. They talk to you about their friends about, oh my gosh, this has been such a fun experience. You know, Jane had me pull these things from my closet. So when she got to my show, she looked at it and said, oh my gosh, do you see all these different outfits you can make from just these articles of clothing? She showed me articles of clothing I never even thought to put together, but it really was an eye opener. I was able to see it all. Okay, so guess what? Then you're at your style show and all her friends are there. And you're sharing this basic recipe. Literally, I mean, if you're a fashion blogger, if you're paying attention to fashion blogging, if you're paying attention to capsule wardrobing or core closets, this is everything women are talking about. And you guys, it's just really about educating and being really smart. I mean, it just is. I mean, this is going to save so much time, so much money, so much hassle, okay? So much guesswork, all right? To ultimately simplify your life and elevate your style. Simplify your life and elevate your style. It's huge. So taking this proactive stance is something we've really have never gone to before, okay? But we're going there. We're going there. All right. And what's exciting about it all is that you are taking such a proactive approach. You're empowering them and you're encouraging them to go out and with a basic formula that they can do this. And guess what? They now need you for the future because they see your value. They see how the accessories is the leading role of your look. It is really the last thing you put on and the first thing that gets noticed. It's what generates your style. It's the make or break piece ultimately. And without the simple steps of 1, 2, 3, the basic, your foundation, adding a little bit of fashion and defining in detail, defining and adding our awesome jewelry, right? That is when you see someone who's got a pulled together look, she has learned the art of accessorizing. But once again, we cannot accessorize, okay? Nothing. We have to accessorize the working parts. And it's showing women and that they take the time to say, you know what, Jane cares enough. She's willing to go there with me. She's willing to help me feel like I can be stylish. So when you hear women say to you all the time, I only wear jeans and t-shirts. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I love t-shirts and jeans. But do you know what? A lot of times what they're telling you is, I would wear different things. I just don't know if I can or how to. Okay? I'm not saying that jeans and t-shirts aren't bad. Don't misread that. It's the point is many just feel like, I don't know if I could ever wear a peekaboo shirt. I don't know that I could ever wear, a duster with a simple top and a great blingy necklace. So you are empowering them and showing them recipes, formulas, working parts that make a lot of sense. And here's the kicker. You then are at the style show, you're able to what? Create a whole collection of jewelry that will work for that whole working wardrobe that she just pulled for you. Okay, a whole working wardrobe. That's huge that you can take a collection that will go with all of it. So guess what? She doesn't have to sit through the catalog and go, I don't know what to order. Oh, I can't believe how much free jewelry, but I don't know what to order. How am I going to do this? It is all looked at. She is pretty much at the end of the show. She's got it all figured out. And guess what? She's going to have jewelry that she's actually going to say, You know what? I have things to go with it. She knows exactly her game plan. It's going to get fun to get dressed in the morning. She's not going to say, you know, I bought a bunch of free, you know, I got a bunch of free jewelry from Premier, but I don't even, I haven't, it doesn't, what I've realized is there's a lot of it that doesn't go with my closet. That was before. Now it's not going to be that way. Now it can be more like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, because this has helped me identify. Because there would be times when I would get all the free jewelry from a style partner and I would look at it and go, oh my gosh, she's all over the map with what she wants. So it's a little this, a little that, but there was no real great concrete necklaces that could generate a style for her. Or maybe she was missing some great earrings or an arm party that could go with all of it, right? So this way it helps break everything down for everybody, simplify it, and bottom line, you live this out as a jeweler, as a stylist, as a leader. And when you live it out, what you can say is, it makes an impact. It'll make a major impact on your life. And you have something to share and offer. It also makes you extremely credible. You know, and you can learn this. These are just very basic tips that I've shared with you. So they can shop under the influence of their friends and get not just your opinion, but your friends' opinions of her core closet and the jewelry that looks good with it. You know, they don't have to just take my word for it or your word for it. They can take their friends' words for it too. All right. And their friends go, I need this style challenge. I need this too. So it's just an extension of the style show. Okay, just becoming a little bit more personalized, a little bit more proactive, a little bit more basic recipes, okay? But also identifying the problems that the average woman, jeweler, leader needs help with understanding. And when you guys really can understand these very basic principles about pulling your look together in style, your life gets a whole heck of a lot easier. So ultimately, simplifying your life and elevating your style. Who doesn't want that? Have a great day, guys.